Let's just ask you a bit about the type of jobs and the where of those jobs. And I think, Eleanor, this really is very much a question for you. Can we really afford to build cars in Fremont?
So I would say, yeah, exactly. Everyone's laughing already. So,
Yes.
So I think we can't afford. We can't afford not to do it.
Okay.
So Silicon Valley is basically a very important instigator for this process. So we all can agree that innovation is it happens here. It happens in Silicon Valley. And we've seen it in semiconductor, we've seen it in biomedical, we've seen it in different industries, and now clean tech is the next wave that's coming through. So when we look at this environment, basically innovation and risk-taking and driving change is part of the DNA. So when we have to develop, in this case, a new manufacturing facility, there's no better place in the world to do that than here, where people are solving very complex problems, and there's a plethora of people here that can do that. Now, once we've developed that, and we're on the path, you saw the opening, or some of you might have seen the grand opening of the new Fremont plant. And we've seen this again in other industries that once it's solved here, then it perpetuates itself across the world. So this becomes a model society, and we have to do it here. There's the right brain power, the right resources, and the right motivation to get it done. So this is exactly where we need to be.
And I would just, if I could add a comment on to that, I think, where the high value steps are in a process is where we're going to play a big part. We meaning Silicon Valley. If you take LEDs as an example, light emitting diodes, which eventually will hopefully replace incandescent light bulbs, they're much more efficient. There's a lot of know-how that goes into building a highly efficient LED. And there are companies in the Bay Area that are manufacturing LED chips right here, not in Asia, where you would think that a lot of semiconductor manufacturing occurs. And it does occur there too. But things like that, new materials, new chemistries, that require that high value, high intelligence content is going to be what remains here, in my opinion.
So the know-how is here, and that's a major reason for doing it. Yes.
I was going to say, because we're technology agnostic in our solar farm, for the last 2 years, we have had pretty much every technology come through our doors and showing us what they have. And most of those technologies were from this area, or from here. They were not from overseas. What we were seeing, and what I would see the next wave, they're mostly coming from here. So I think you're absolutely right. We need it to happen here, and we will drive it across the world.